This is Place Fell, Angletarn Pike and Beda Fell. The JD way, come on. Alright, I'm parked up in St. Peter's Church in Martindale today. It's a free car park, you don't have to pay on this one, which is really nice. And there's quite a few spaces, there's a few on the roadside as well. But this is my starting point for today. And I head off, not up that grass path there, but just next to it. That's where I get on the first track. Oh, that must be it. Graham says this is the path going up to Halling Fell just there, but don't get on that one. He says there's another grassy path just to the left. And it kind of runs parallel with the road, he says. So I take it this must be the start. I'm on my way, leaving the car park behind me there. On for another adventure today. It's a Thursday, the 1st of May 2025. It's about 1 PM in the afternoon and it's scorching here today. We're having a bit of a heat wave in the UK this week, and I've been out for a few days doing a few others as well, which you'll find in my stuff. And from what I gather, it's kind of like a bit of a horseshoe. I'll tell you what, I'll put the picture on from Graham's guidebook because I really liked it. It's a real good picture of the view of what I'm doing today, look. I'll put it on. You can see on the right hand side, I'm going up Place Fell first. Angletarn Pikes is in the distance, kind of at the tip of the horseshoe. And then coming down the left hand side, that's Beda Fell on the way back. So that gives you a good look at what I'm looking to do today. Right, shall I crack on? My first gate of the day. Right, as you come over that stile there, there's a bit of a fork in the road in the grass path. I don't know if you can see it. There's one to the left and one to the right. I think I'm aiming for the one on the right hand side. Graham says go like diagonally upwards to another stile up there, so I think I'll take this. And speaking of Graham, I am using this guidebook, remember? It's 64 Walks by Graham Uney. I recommend it, it's bloody great. Yeah, and just through another little gate there. Right, I've been trying to be mindful to really check my guidebook because a couple of days ago I was up on the Fairfield Horseshoe and I made a couple of mistakes just not looking at my map properly and getting too ahead of myself, worrying about the filming and stuff like that, and before I knew it I'd gone past a couple of them. So I'm really trying to remember, just read your guidebook and just listen to Graham's expert advice, because he is a bloody expert, he knows it like the back of his hand. Oh wow, look at this view to my left shoulder here. So his next instruction was to go over another stile and I should go into a bracken covered hillside. So I'm expecting to see something a little bit rougher. Alright, so speaking of bracken covered hillside, I think this is it. As I come through that gate there, look what I'm seeing. This looks like a bracken covered hillside because he says it's alongside the beck there, the water. So I think this is what he means. And he specifically says go diagonally rightwards. So I would call that right up there towards the houses at Halling Bank. So I've got to take this right hand side path. I hope it's the right one. It can be quite tricky sometimes when you've got the guidebook and you're reading the text and trying to translate that into your 3D environment, you know, and it might look slightly different to when you wrote it and things like that. So you're trying to interpret it the best way you can. No, it's mistake time. Don't do what I've just done there. Luckily I've just checked myself after a couple of minutes and I've realised it's the wrong one. I'm back at this little gate you've just seen me come across. So it's not that, it's this one. You must have to follow the water a little bit. So when you come through that gate, don't go uphill there, carry on. Like I was saying, it's sometimes tricky to understand what he says, but you've just got to watch yourself, you know, on your phone. Just double check yourself all the time and try and do it pretty soon, because before long you can be off in a different direction and start having a bad day. I was lucky there, I've caught myself in time and come back down. So now I've started. Nice beck running down there. Okay, off that little bracken hill section there, I've got this wooden shed thing behind me and another gate. Yeah, this must be it, because he said by the houses, so I think this is right now. So that's the houses at Hallin Bank, so that's correct. And Graham says you'll follow the track up to another gate at the end, go through said gate. Yeah, and he says the path leads kind of downhill towards Bridge End Farm, I think he called it. So I'm on this way now. Yes, I feel like I'm on the right track now. So while I'm walking towards Bridge End Farm here to cross this water, this is like a line in the sand moment of my Wainwright challenge, this walk, because this is the first one of the far eastern region. That's right, I've moved on to another block. I've completed the eastern region. A couple of days ago I did the Fairfield Horseshoe. Wow, that was a long slog, that was a tough day. A tough one to finish on. And yeah, this is the first one of a new block for me to get a new region underway. So I'll have to find some new campsites or some new park ups and things like that. Which brings me on to my other style of video, my van vlogs. That covers all that kind of stuff, the getting here, the parking up, the campsites, the food and the drink and the sleeping and getting up in the morning and all that stuff. That's in my van vlog videos if you're interested in seeing that while I'm out here. And I try and tie it in to these walks as I go to tell a look. Oh look. Oh, I thought he was going to come to me then. He must have liked me hat. Oh, it's lambing season, they're all out, look. They're all out, the babies. Loving it. Oh, bless them, look at them just laid out, look. Don't panic, it's only me. Don't want to scare them. Don't want to scare them out. I'll get out the way. Okay, what have I got here? I've got a nice welcome arrow there along this water, taking me down the farmhouse there, down the track. Next instruction from Graham is to cross a bridge to get over this water onto a public road. Yeah, and after crossing that bridge is right, you soon come onto like a public road here. A public road. And his next thing is, he says the stone wall just up there, turn sharply to the left. Yes, this stone wall, it does take a left here, look. So you're not on that little public road long. Now then, I can see a path here. You see that running through there? That's going to be me, but there is one. I can see one shooting right up the fell side there. So if you aren't careful, you could end up there. But I'll follow this one as Graham says, and this should lead me towards a little stream, I think, and then towards High Knot. Wow, doesn't that look great behind me there? It doesn't look as good in front at the moment. This way where I'm going, but behind me it's all happening there, isn't it? Behind me. Yeah, just got a bit of a trek now, I think, just along this grassy path for a little while. So I'll tell you what, I'll hit you with a quiz question while I'm on my way. First one, let's go for a movie question. In the movie Castaway, what name does Tom Hanks give to the volleyball who he talks to keep himself sane? What's the name of the volleyball? Answer in a few minutes. I'll cut to the map then, and I'll see you a bit further. Hey, look at that, first good views of Ullswater on my right side there. Oh, I love this, look. Why has somebody put a bench there, I wonder? Let's have a look. Oh, this is Peggy's seat. Died in 2006. Oh, thank you, Peggy. I can see why they put a bench here now. Yeah, nice one, Peggy, whoever you were. I'm sure you was lovely. Great bench that, nice one. Well, I've just got to say, this is super pleasant walking along the edge of Ullswater here. And look over there on my right shoulder, across yon side, that is Beda Fell, and some awesome waterfalls over there, Air Force waterfalls. I've done that a few months ago. I've been over there, it's all in my stuff if you want to go see that one. That was a really good day out, glorious like this again. It was an awesome waterfall at the end of it. You go check it out, Galbarra. Some awesome trees on that one as well. Oh wow, great view of Ullswater. You can see the bend in it there, can't you? It's a bit like an L shape as Ullswater. So it's going down here, and then you can see how it bends to the left in the distance, right over to Pooley Bridge, right at the very far end. I'll do another plug as well. I'll have to plug my own vids because nobody else will. Last summer, on a crystal clear day, I took a trip on the Ullswater steamer. Fantastic boat ride right down the full length of Ullswater to Pooley Bridge at the other side. I got a front row seat. I can't believe it, honestly. You think you're on your own out here, and you think, oh, I'll just get my camera out and do a piece. Bang, quad bike right behind you. Can you believe it, man? It's so funny. You get your camera out, bang, there's somebody there out of nowhere. What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? Yeah, my Ullswater steamer video. I got parked right on the front of the boat with the camera facing out. Glorious views right on the front of the boat I was. It's about a nice 45-minute journey along. You can find it in my stuff. It's the virtual ride on Ullswater steamer. Alright, cut to the map then, and I'll crack on a bit further. You can see what I've got ahead of me here, look. Yeah, so High Knot's a nice little place there to get a good view. But next up on the list, Graham tells me to just carry on the path, on the grass here, and I should come up to a quarryman's hut, he calls it. So I'm looking for some kind of hut or a shed down here. couple of jets there. I don't think they'll come out as good on camera. They was a bit far away, but I saw them though. Oh, I was just thinking, I'll put a picture on now so you know what I'm talking about. Last night I went to on the sides of Thelmere Lake, just on this little beach place. Look, real nice it was. Beautiful place. I had it to myself, it was fantastic. But I'm just thinking the fighter jets seem to go across Thelmere quite a lot. I've just stayed in a campsite alongside there, and they're always bombing past. So I just imagine if I could get to that beach one day, right, looking right down the nose of the water, like that picture look. Imagine a jet bombing straight across your head from there. That'd be a brilliant shot. Yeah, that's one for the future, maybe. Now then, this looks a bit more like where a quarryman's hut would be. Is that it there? Ah, yes. Is that my quarryman's hut that Graham's talking about? It looks like one, doesn't it? And as Judge Judy says, if it makes sense, it's probably true. Quarryman's hut. I was expecting something a bit more finished. I'm sure it looked nice in its day, don't you? Well, I'm going to use that as a bench for 5 minutes and just take a breather, just get some water down me and refuel, ready to carry on. Right, I'm off.
How you doing?
All right, fellas.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, mate, good. The next instruction is just to carry on the path here up to a place called Low Moss. It's not too far, it's just down the path a bit more, and then you start getting onto Beda Fell, the actual proper stuff for the first one. Hey, that made me laugh. On one of my videos, when I was looking at a blue sky and stuff, I used to call it a Toy Story sky, when the clouds are real puffy and white like that on a blue background. Yeah, just like that. Toy Story sky, I used to call it. And somebody commented and said, oh no, it's a Simpsons sky, that. And I thought, oh, you know what, you're probably right there. I think that's better than mine. I think I like that better, Simpsons sky. I might go with that from now on. I don't know where I got Toy Story from. I think it's just the wallpaper in it on Andy's bedroom. It's blue in it and white clouds. I think I got it from there. But yeah, Simpsons, definitely that introduction. Bang, the Simpsons. It comes on like that, doesn't it? So I'm going to use Simpsons sky from now on. If you're watching, leave me a comment. I'd love to get a remark from you. Hi there, right. Alright, I'm here at this Low Moss sheepfold section. It's just this little block sheepfold. Oh, there it is, look. Low Moss sheepfold. Shepherds used this enclosure to manage their sheep while their flocks were out on the high fells. The Martindale fells are still used today to graze heath flocks. Please enjoy the shelter that the sheepfold affords. Well, thanks very much, but I don't really need a shelter right now, but it's good to know for the future, isn't it? Yeah, get your sheeps in, look. So that was Low Moss. I now know what Low Moss sheepfold is. There it is. But I continue onward, look. Up there, up that way. Cut to the map and I'll do a bit more. Bit of water there. Yeah, I'm just looking over there and checking on my map. You see that green? I hope it comes out well on there, it's hard to tell sometimes. The green one The green one. What am I talking about? The green one. Oh, bloody hell, sunstroke or what? This one across yonder, which is kind of more in the forefront, not them massive ones at the back. That's Beda Fell across there. That's the third one. So I've got my eyes on that now. I can see where I'm coming back. I'll be going up there somewhere and coming back later on this green one, back down over there. So that's nice to see. I've kind of got a bit of a visual now of what I'm doing, because up until now I couldn't really see where I was or anything. I like that. Getting your eyes on stuff, what you're doing later, I like it. So Graham's telling me that this is now the path towards Place Fell, and you just follow it along. Can't really go wrong. And it comes up to Hart Crag. I think you go via Hart Crag, he says. Now look, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm not sure if this is Hart Crag, it probably is, and maybe Place Fell is just over the top of there. But it does say that Place Fell has a nice trig pillar point you can get your hand on, so I should be able to spot it pretty good. No, it was a false little summit, this thing. I think this is called Hart Crag. It's not a Wainwright, it's just on the way. And in the distance, I don't know if you can make it out, but I can see a really prominent trig pillar there on the top. So now I've got my eyes on it. That's Place Fell. Yeah, if you can't see that trig pillar, take my word for it, it's there standing right on a point. That's brilliant. I wish there was all like that, don't you? Right, I think I'll only be about another 10 minutes to get to that. And that's the first one in the bag. Wow, I'm seeing tons of jets today, man. That must be about 8 I've seen. I ain't joking, about 8. Oh, unfortunately, they're just not in my area. They're all just a bit of a distance away. Oh, come on, one day. Okay, I'll tell you what, as I'm approaching Place Fell, trig pillar up there, let's answer that quiz question. So in Castaway, what name does Tom Hanks give to the volleyball, his best mate on the island? It's Wilson, isn't it? Of course it is, it's Wilson. Because Wilson is the name of the sports brand, isn't it? And he just calls it what's on the box. And he cuts his hand, doesn't he? Sticks it on, and that's the face, his blooded hand on the white ball. And then when he loses him at the end in the water, that's a killer, isn't it, that? Oh, you feel yourself going when that happens, when he loses Wilson. Yeah, well done if you got it. I think it was an easy one, that, to be honest, if you know your films. Anyhow, cut to the map then, and I think I'll see you on the first one. Oh, I'm here, folks, I've done it. And what a great trig pillar point, I must say. Bloody fantastic, they should all be like this. Oh, get in there. Place Fell. Thank you very much. JD's got you. Yes, I'm the only one up here. I've got it to myself. Wow, that's where I've come from. Ullswater direction over there. What a great spot. Place Fell in the bag. What a great summit. I'm going to leave Place Fell behind me there and that fabulous trig pillar point, and crack on to the second one down this path. Let me show you. It's a bit rocky, I've got to watch my step. And on to the second one, like I say, Angletarn Pikes. I've done a good chunk of climbing there, so it shouldn't be too taxing from now on. Famous last words. But I'll bat on a bit further. Cut to the map then, I'll see you in a bit. Wow, this is a great view to plug 3 of my videos. Looking over here, I've got Glenriddin Dodd, Sheffield Pike. That was a great day out. Then moving over to the middle, this is the Deepdale Horseshoe with Fairfield over in the distance. I've been over there. And then finally on the left, this is my Red Screes Horseshoe. That was a fantastic day out as well. I've been over there, I've done them all. They're all in my stuff if you're interested. JD Wainwrights, that's the eastern region. I hope you can make this out on the camera. Different shades of green all over today. And then as you get into the distance, you get the real dark ones. Blue skies. It is bloody brilliant in here. When the weather's with you. Honestly, it's fantastic. Oh, look at that for a view of where I'm heading. I've spoke about that before. I love a meandering path in the distance. Wow, and that's meandering, lovely. I'll tell you what then, while we're meandering over there, let's do another quiz question then, and get us going. So, we all know, don't we, that Scafell Pike is the highest of the Wainwrights. It's the biggest one, it's the big boy. But which one of the Wainwrights is the smallest? What's the smallest Wainwright on the list? Answer when I get up there somewhere. Alright, bye for now then. Oh, that was a big walk by, wasn't it? Alright, I've come up to a little junction here. Graham's next point. It tells me to just go past this sheepfold, carry on up there in that direction, I believe. Although there are some other paths just heading off here. There's one here in front of me here, look. There. So there's different routes available, but for me to get to Angletarn Pike, I believe I've got to carry straight on towards Stony Rig. I believe that's Stony Rig in front of me, and I need to be over the back of there. So you can see how it's kind of a descent from Beda Fell up to that sheepfold there, kind of flattens out, and then unfortunately it's a bit more of a climb again up here. Nice cairn there. I'm going left. Wow, look at them clouds, man. Now that is Simpsons, isn't it? Simpsons sky, loving it. I've had an idea. I'll try and copy the Simpsons. I'll put the JD Wayne yellow letters. Ready? How did that look? Look good in my head. Look good in my head. Let's see. Once I get it on the laptop, we'll see what I can do with it. Just got to get your head down and plod sometimes on these bits. Hands behind the back, supporting the weight of the bag. Get a nice little rhythm in the feet and just plod, 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 plod. Try and gain that height. Oh, look where I've come from though. It never fails to amaze me. You look back, before you know it, you can't believe you've come from there. It's amazing. Look at that zigzag I've just come through there. Beautiful, look at that one. Pristine, isn't it there? look at that one behind me. I think that's where I'm going. I think that's Angletarn Tarn, the second one. Just coming into view as I get past this little green sod here. So I think that's right. If it's not, I'll let you know, or I'll change my direction. And obviously the name Angletarn Pike, it comes from the tarn, what's down below, Angletarn. That's just kind of on the other side. So I'm hoping to get a good view of that once I reach the top of this one. That should be a nice bit of water to look at. I've never seen that before, that's a new one to me. Oh, that sun, it's been relentless today. I mustn't grumble, I'd rather it that way than the other. 22 degrees it's been today. 22. Anyhow, like I say, I'll have to just get up here, I think. Is it that one? Yeah, I'll have to just go upwards somewhere and find it. Oh, my ear, is it here? I'm on the top of that thing. Oh, the wind's picking up. Wow, look at the view. Where's the cairn or whatever? Well, there's no cairn or anything. Graham doesn't mention a cairn, to be honest, so I think this is right. The famous Angle Tarn then. First time I've ever seen it myself. Absolutely beautiful on a day like this. Yeah, I can see a nice path walking around it, but unfortunately I don't go on that today. I'll have to save that for another day to get close to it. But I'm sure I will do one day. I'll get back on it. But that's really good to see. That's one to tick off for the eyeballs for sure. Anyhow, I'll get my picture for this. Alright, Angletarn Pikes. Thank you very much. JD's got you. Angletarn Pikes in the bag. I think that's been the highlight so far. Standing on these pikes here, just walking this ridge, looking at that, that's brilliant. But I'll have to plod on. I'll have to carry on to number 3, get myself down off here, and get myself back onto one of these paths there, and over to number 3, Beda Fell. So I'll cut to the map then, until I get down from here. Oh, hey, look, I've just found tonight's tea. Look at this, what's gone on here then? Is it a sheep foot and bone? I don't know. No, I think I'll leave it. I'll have a pot noodle instead. Well, I've just come down off the summit there, and Graham mentions having to find a faint grassy path. And I found something what looks like a path through that little bog area there. And as you can see, you'll be able to pick that up on camera. There's like a fork in the road again there. So I've been looking at my OS maps, and this is pointing me in the right direction to where his map goes. So I'm going to just take a plunge and go for this one. And yes, it's like a bit of an off-path moment, this one, I think. Just be checking my map all the time, making sure I'm facing somewhat in the right direction. So I'm going to end up on Beda Fell coming up soon. Just double check myself until I get back on kind of the main path. Yeah, I'm okay. I found it. I'm back onto the proper path, I think. Yeah, I'm on something good now. I think you can see something that looks a bit more like a path there, doesn't it? So I'm gonna snake that through and head to my next destination. All right, I'll tell you what. While I'm heading towards the third one, as promised, I'll answer that quiz question from before. So what is the smallest Wainwright on his list? It's Castle Crag. That's right, it's Castle Crag. I'll tell you what, I'll just put on how many metres Scafell Pike is, and then I'll put on how many metres Castle Crag is, just to show you the difference. There's the highest and there's the lowest, and I'll get to Castle Crag one day. Well done if you knew that one, well done. probably the Wainwright enthusiasts, if there is any watching. We've got that one. Alright, cut to the map then. I'll see you a bit further. Wow, I just want to say, fabulous view looking over to my left shoulder there. That's the first one, that's where I've come from, Place Fell. I could just see the trig pillar point poking up in the sky. You won't be able to see it, but I can. Really nice, the odd blast of wind coming through, but then it just dies off. It just dies off whisper quiet the next minute. Hey, don't worry, this isn't the Hulk's pee that I'm drinking here. It's one of those electrolyte tablets to give you a bit more energy. How do? Alright, good. Well, I've just had to put my jacket on just to get the wind chill off me a bit. It is blowing up here. Still cracking on down this ridge. And I've just checked my notes. Graham says that the top of this speed ahead is just marked by a cairn. So that's what I'm looking for, something to catch my eye. Well, it's a lovely evening here. Getting into those later hours now, the sun's like on its way home. But I'm still here. I've still got a bit left to do, haven't I? Before I get to go home. Let's go find it. Yes, I've made it to the third and final one at last. Beda Fell, ladies and gents. Wow, what a view. What a view. Peeking over the top there, marvellous. Looking at Ullswater there. Wow. Don't know what the hell they are behind me. I ain't gonna pretend to know. But they look good, don't they? But I know that's Ullswater I'm looking at there. What an evening in the lakes, eh? Beautiful. Right, let me get my picture. Beda Fell, thank you very much. JD's got you. Alright, that's Beda Fell in the bag. Well, I'm coming down off Beda there, my third and final one of the day. So it's 90% job done. Just need to get down now. I've cracked open the blue wagon wheel. All melted and horrible, but who cares? So I've still got a bit to do, look, to get back down. Just want to mention something what I'm looking at here. Right in the far distance there, I believe I'm looking at Halling Fell. It's quite a famous one because it's situated right on the edge of Ullswater. Brilliant views from there. Never been on it, but it's a well-known one, Halling Fell. And I've seen pictures of this massive trig pillar point on top of it. It's absolutely huge apparently. I don't know why it's that big or why it was made that big, but I can just notice it from here. Even from this distance, I can see the trig pillar from the top. So once I'm on there, on Halling Fell, I can't wait to see how big this trig pillar point actually is in the flesh. And come to think of it, it's probably going to be my next walk. Beda Fell's included in the next one that Graham's got planned on this side of the lakes here. So I'll be able to check it out for myself, won't I? Well, and just like that, I'm off the hillside. Oh, and onto this minor road here. Tarmac under my feet once again. Oh, that's nice. So what do I think about it now I'm nearly done? Well, I've had a fab day out following Graham's instructions, haven't I? Climbing the first one, place fell. A little bit tiring, but a great view from the top. And I saw loads of jets bombing by. I must have seen about 8 jets come through. That's really cool to see and hear. And then the second one, Angletarn Pikes. Like you saw, amazing views of that tarn, that water up there. First time I'd seen that, so that was probably the highlight for me. I'm glad I've seen that now in the flesh. And then the third one, what we've just been on, Beda Fell. Beautiful views from the top, really nice as you just walk up. I love that when you just walk up and you can't see it, and then bang, you see that view across the top. I love that, it's real good. So all in all, an absolute fab day out. I've loved it. It's tiring, don't get me wrong, it is tiring. All of these things out round here, you don't get many easy rides around here unless you're just walking around a lake or something. But yeah, I recommend it to anybody. Come give it a blast if you're ever in the mood for it. Oh, don't come eat me dogs, will you? Oh, look, all the sheep penned up there. Some cows in there. Oh, yeah, to you too. Smelly vision. It smells like a farm around here. It's the final carrot stick. Da -da -da -da. Da -da 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 -da. Oh, and here I am, right back at the church where it all started. So if you enjoy what I do here, please give me a thumbs up, it helps more than you know. Or subscribe to the channel, it's free to do, and you can see all my walks coming up. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you down the road. Alright.